up my voice.
Shit. Enunciate and shit. Speak up. Say it with your chest.
Just gotta act like I'm still talking. Make sure that does not go in the podcast.
That's crazy.
So your guy, our guy, Smino, but he's definitely more so your guy. He's dropping, man.
We did talk about how if Smino drops, it might be over.
But Smino,
yeah.
The guy.
We ended off last time saying if Smino drop, it's over.
Yeah.
All this working on myself, donezo. No more going to the gym. No more eating right. I'm back on the alcohol.
On the toxic.
I'm back on the weed. I'm all over it. I'm doing all that shit.
So did he announce because I seen what you sent, but did he announce an album or just a single first or what? It's just like a rollout?
What I saw was mostly that he teased the song that he has with J. Cole, which is already crazy. Mm-hmm. And it says he has features coming from JID and someone else who I forgot. I want to say Joey?
Yeah, I did see that. Joey
and Joey are supposed to be on the album as well, which I'm like, damn. That's fuck. And ever since then, I've just been listening to fucking Black Swan, which that's my favorite project is Black Swan, but I've just been listening to that shit on repeat, bro.
That's fair. I saw that. I believe that a lot of those features make sense because Joey Badass was posting pictures on IG about a lot of them being in the same studio, even if because I don't think Joey was on. Was Joey on JID's album?
No, but
JID was on Joey's. Yeah, but so I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of amazing music that came from them sessions, bro. Those are some creative guys, you know.
It's always cool too when some of your favorite artists fuck with each other. It's like, damn,
yeah,
I fuck with y'all. Good to see that y'all also recognize other talent and can give me the shit that I want.
I agree, cause that's what I loved about that Dreamville documentary theme that they had. Cause a lot of those artists I didn't really fuck with to that extent or didn't really know, but just seeing that chemistry within the studio, and there's a lot of them that I did, of course, but just seeing everybody fuck with each other in the studio is just fire. So anytime we see pictures like that, I was like, oh. So y'all do know each other.
Right,
y'all all fuck with each other.
That's good to hear. Good to see. And it'll be even better to hear on the project.
Hell yeah. But no, I'm excited for that. That was some good news because last week I went through it, bro. Last Tuesday. So I work from home. And we get off work. My girlfriend's supposed to be going back to where she's from. We go outside, I'm about to say bye. She was like, your car's been broken into. I'm like, what? I see a bunch of glass. So I got tents on my window. And I see this big clump of tent film or whatever, and then a bunch of glass laying around it. And she's like, so was my car. And I looked over, I was like, what the fuck? And then there was, across the little inner portion of the parking lot, there was 3 other cars that was broken into. You could see glass all over the place. And I'm sitting there like, why were we not informed of what happened? Because this didn't happen during the day. This had to happen overnight. I go up to the office. I asked the property manager, I was like, our car was broken into. I'm not sure if you guys have been notified, but do y'all, what are y'all doing? How come I wasn't notified? She's like, yeah, we got calls this morning. We got 3 or 4 calls this morning that happened. Not sure who did it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck who did it. Why didn't I know that this happened, bro?
Right, what was there? Email, call, something?
Nothing.
Even a note on your fucking door hey, cars are being broken into. Might want
to lock up. And I'm not stupid. I don't keep anything in my car worth taking. So, the whole inside, it was, rummaged through. There was, some paper and old mail. Not even mail, just, coupons and shit that I just didn't throw out. I was like, these niggas went in my car, didn't get shit. Now you look stupid.
I'm saying, bro.
Dumbass. Broke my glass.
Right.
Mad as hell. Broke her shit. Mad as hell.
Just bro. Cause, even me, if you break in my car, bro, you gonna get some Altoids.
Right.
A brush and a lighter. Good job, nigga.
Stupid. And I have factory tint, so it's not even dark tint. You can look through my shit and be like, he don't got nothing.
There ain't shit in here, bro.
Oh my God, that had me so hot, bro, because now I went to find out our apartment complex was having break-ins for the past couple months. Didn't know anything about it. I only knew because the lady whose husband's car got broke into was saying how it happened to her husband last month, and they heard that it happened across on the other side of the complex 2 months ago. I'm like, wow, they really been hiding everything from us, bro.
So ain't nobody saying shit. Well, as you know, that's off the list of places for me to move now. I'm
that's why it took me a minute to tell you, just because there was so much going on. But I was like, oh shit, I know. Don't come here, bro. Because it's not the Like it's Atlanta, like greater Atlanta or Atlanta in general. That's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's probably anywhere for real. You're not prone to, your car getting broken into. But it's the fact that we weren't told.
There was no like they didn't
nothing.
say they didn't and if you was been having it like y'all ain't installed security cameras nothing like y'all it was like fuck it they just breaking into cars I guess like.
Let me tell you what made me mad, bro. And then we'll start getting into the pod. But I have to tell you all this story too. This is all y'all. I go to the office. Our gate has been broken for maybe about a month and a half now. So I was like, I wonder if this has anything to do with the gate. Do you guys have any plans on getting it fixed? Because it's been broken for a while. She was like, her and the on-complex officer or whatever was like, yeah, this don't really have much to do with the gate. This was somebody, like, what do you mean this has nothing to do with the gate? Naturally, they're not going to walk through a gate. But if you see a broken gate, that's signs of vulnerability. Mm-hmm. So, like, they could have just rode in a car, got down, hit the windows, and got back in the car and left because the gate's wide open. Or if they jumped the fence, they probably saw the fact that the gate was open. It's like, oh, we can hit somebody out of here. They don't have security.
Right. I'm surprised they didn't take the cars. Because, I mean, around here, they take the cars.
If I would have got my car stolen, I promise you, I would have been on some Punisher shit, bro.
That's crazy.
I swear.
I was talking to one of the building managers, too, or like upper. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah, because he also is associated with like a dealership or whatever. And he was like, yeah, the larger like dealerships, they'll take one of the car, they'll hop the fence, and these cars have like hella dealerships. Think of like a Carvana type shit, right? And so they'll have hella cars in there. They'll just ram the first 4 cars into the fucking gate to bust the gate open.
God, what the
and
fuck?
those just are just collateral to get the expensive. So they'll take like the fucking 2007 Honda Civic and shit. They'll ram those shits into the gate, bust the gate the fuck open, and then use those to get like the Chargers, Challengers, shit like that they got in there. I'm like, damn, these niggas got
GTA
teams,
ice,
bro.
bro.
Like they got 15 niggas in here about to fucking.
Yeah, fucking walkie-talkies and shit.
I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, I got those
y'all got a coordinated effort, bro. Ain't no way.
Nah, that's crazy.
I was like, Atlanta might be different, bro. I didn't know it was out. Like I knew niggas was out here stealing, but I didn't know they was out here like that, bro. Like that's crazy.
And yeah, that shit had me so hot. So now I'm in the process of looking for another apartment. I think we found a place. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be super nice if we end up getting approved, which we should. But I guess it was kind of like a blessing in disguise because had our cars not got hit, we just wouldn't have known what was going on.
Yeah.
And then further down the line,
might have re-signed the lease and shit.
And then we just would have been fucked. Or shit just gets worse in the area because the area's on a decline. Like we noticed that there was always trash around now, like on the streets and shit. All of a sudden, because it used to be pretty clean, and now literally all up and down the streets just like trash.
I mean,
bunch of homeless people walking around type shit, and it's like nothing against the homeless, but it's just like y'all, like move.
I mean, yeah, it's just like I don't want to
bum
my house type shit. That's crazy. You're wild as fuck for that, bro. But nah, like I just nothing against y'all, but just I don't want that around my spot type shit.
I don't. Man. It's like y'all go somewhere. I got no crack for you.
Bro, I'm not serving. I promise, bro. I might look like it, but that's not what's happening over here.
I know I don't look like it. I'm trying to play Call of Duty, bro. Like move out my way. But
speaking of the game.
Yeah. We can go ahead and jump into the whole gambling situation. I want to hear about that too. So.
Bro. We got an intro too. Fucking.
Oh yeah, yo! Welcome back to the TheSnDPodcast.
TheSnDPodcast. You know
what's this, episode 6?
6, yeah.
Episode 6. We've been on a little consistent grind. Hopefully y'all been enjoying the clips. It's about 2 weeks. Y'all been getting some clips, some short form. Y'all fuck with that Joe Budden one, so.
Yeah, appreciate that. And I've seen a few comments too, on some of the older videos. And let's keep that shit consistent though. Please. I'm trying to see some topics in the comments and shit too. So like interact with us. We people, bro. I'm trying to fuck with you. Fuck with me like I fuck with you. Like, come on.
We fuck with y'all. I promise you do. Bro. But nah, thanks for all the love, enjoying this podcast shit. So literally a like, a view, if you're sub, the bell, like all that is much appreciated. But y'all already know this by now. I'm not, get off my dick. All right, anyway. Silkner or Silker. Which one is it? Silker.
Yes. No, not Silker. Slick,
okay.
Yes. So basically what had happened was that middle of last week, like some people started talking. He was basically a streamer, right? He kind of hung out with like, I don't know. he was a streamer on Twitch, and you know they kind of hung out. He went to a few events and shit. He went to a few Ludwig's events and shit like that as well. But yeah, basically what happened, it was outed that he was a gambling addict. He didn't gamble on the site, which is a whole other issue, but he was a sports gambling addict, and he was borrowing money from a lot of streamers. So basically what he would do is he would send them like this video of him walking around his house and like saying like, bro, like they froze my bank account, like, or like I'm behind on electricity, like I'll pay you back, woo-de-woo. And he was sending these people to multiple streamers. There's one like streamer that he got like 27K out of.
Oh my god.
Trainwrecks, I don't know if you've heard of him, but he got like 100K out of Trainwrecks. So he's borrowing an exorbitant amount of money. And the reason it got found out is because he started borrowing from like viewers.
Was he borrowing that money to gamble? I mean, obviously he was gambling with it, but was that his intention, or was he saying that he needed the money?
Well, he was a gambling addict, so he was borrowing it under the guise of to pay people back. Like that was his idea.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But since he's a gambling addict, he's like, well, I'll take this money, gamble it, and then I'll be up.
Try to flip
fuck it. Yeah, I'll be up, and then I'll be able to pay everybody back and still have some for myself type shit.
It's the dumbest shit ever.
And so basically, he just kept getting deeper and deeper into that shit, scamming a whole bunch of people, talking shit about a lot of people as well. So he would people who didn't lend him money, or people who did lend him money, but he was because he's pulling that sympathy card. It's that ethos.
Yeah.
So he's saying like streamers aren't shit, like they're so greedy, they won't help me, blah blah blah. I've asked this, that, and the third person, they're not giving me any money. Meanwhile, plenty of people have given him money, but yeah. So basically, he was running the same scam over and over again, swearing on his mom, swearing on the Quran.
Oh my god!
Like I'm like, damn, bro.
Like, going straight to hell.
It's crazy, bro. But nah. So yeah, that blows up, and then it came out that he had borrowed money from like over 50 people, 50 different people, streamers and viewers included, and he borrowed almost like $400,000 in debt.
Oh my god!
All just blowing it on fucking sports betting.
Jesus.
And so
now was he streaming that on Twitch?
No, he wasn't streaming that on Twitch.
He's just a streamer.
He's just a streamer in those circles, knows those people.
Yeah.
And was using those connections to get money. Which, from what I've seen, like, and from the media I've seen on it, it seems like it's kind of a normal thing with gambling addicts. It's just he's in a special position that he has those connections, so he's able to use those connections to get more money than that person would usually have access to. But given the amount of money that he's making, like, I was watching this therapist talk about it, and she was like, yeah, pretty much, given the money that he should be raking in, like, honestly, he accrued a little bit of debt compared to what we would see. Like, if we scaled it up to, like, what the layman would have, and how much money he would get, because honestly, people in gambling addicts would, like, mortgage their houses and shit.
Yeah, some crazy shit.
Like, and if you're living in a nice house, it might be $300,000, $400,000 type shit, so if the fucking person working a 9 to 5 can get that much in debt, then seems reason he could as well. But the thing that I think really rubbed people the wrong way was, one, that he was borrowing from fans, not paying them back. Two, that like it was the appeal and how personal the videos were, like swearing on his mom, swearing on the Quran, and really just taking advantage of people's feelings, talking shit about people, and then also people just hate gambling on Twitch as well. Which after this, I don't know if you know, but it came out that Twitch banned gambling on the platform.
That was the big news that I heard.
Yeah.
I guess we can talk about how I feel about it. I personally, so for y'all
as a gambler,
I am a gambler. You know, I like gambling. I go to the casino. I play slots. Literally, for the max bet that I'd ever do is $3, because that's for like the penny slots. The max bet on most of them is like $3, depending on the ones that I like. Anyway, I don't shoot craps. I don't do blackjack. No poker. Because I know if I hit, no roulette, none of that. Because if I hit, I'm hooked immediately. Like, so I've stayed away from that. I can swear that I have not done that at a casino. Nothing bad for those who can, but I know my limit. If I'm on a blackjack table and it's $20 and I hit blackjack, my life is going to be ruined at that point. It's literally all downhill. That shit pays. You get pay and a half. Oh my God, bro. You can just start. You can go up so fast, but you can go down even quicker. So that's why I stayed away from that. But bringing it back to the whole Twitch thing, I even thought about streaming like gambling on there just for some shit to do, just because it's enjoyable to watch. I see why so many people like watching that, because it's like they go down and they go up. It's like you're literally on a viewing roller coaster with the streamer. But, you know, I think Twitch was stupid to single out gambling when there's literally girls on there having sex. Like, that was a big scandal. Some girl, like...
Listen, she got banned for 7 days, bro. Like...
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. It could have been, you know, way worse, right? But you can literally see it in her apartment window or whatever, the dude behind thrust, and I'm like, there's no way. I just signed into Pornhub.twitch.tv. Like,
nah, the craziest part is, like, I think, as another thing that's been increasing on Twitch is fucking pay piggies, which is just women on Twitch. Like, it's financial domination, basically.
Yeah. I'm
like, why we just gonna let this run up?
I did not know what that was. I seen #Findom on Twitter or something like that on those clips, and I was like, is this like misspelled? I've heard of femdom, but what is fem? And then the first clip I saw was some girl like, you don't want to give me no fucking money, you're broke, you're this, like. And then there was another one who was like, please, I'm just like begging and like saying that they'll say certain words to the people who donate and shit. It's like,
which, I mean, for that, like, your fetish, whatever, that's none of my business. I just don't think that if the argument is like, oh, we're trying to make the site we're trying to keep the site safe, all that, this, that, and third. Also, I just don't ever feel like your fetish should be on a live stream platform like that. Take it to fucking like, Pornhub or Chatterbait or whatever the fuck.
So much other shit, like, and I mean, like, to those quote unquote creators' defense, like, if they're allowing it, go get your bread, because it is a bigger platform and people will pay money for the weirdest of shit. So, like, get your bread. But I understand, you know, Twitch trying to make like a not even like a kid friendly, but just watch their brand.
It just feels strange to me though, because like they banned like the roulette sites and like they banned like slots and like stake.com and shit like that, but they don't ban like sports betting or fantasy. Because it's more like socially acceptable, but
the same.
Slicker, the person who was borrowed all that money, was doing fucking sports betting. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if you're gonna say you're gonna against gambling or whatever the fuck, it's exploitative, or people are like, oh, what if someone's kid fucking gets their fucking PayPal or something and puts it in stake, buys a whole bunch of cryptocurrency, and just runs all that money. And I'm like, well, if that's the case, then like, bro, control your kid. Like,
be a better parent.
Like, what the fuck? What happened to like responsibility, taking accountability for shit? Like,
there is none.
They're like, oh, you're advertising gambling to kids. I'm like, well, first of all, most of these streamers have this stream contains like 18 plus stream type shit.
You literally have to click OK.
A lot of these streamers also, or Trainwrecks, who I watch because I enjoy Trainwrecks content, has the, whenever he wins, he's like, don't gamble. He has the no gambling shit on his stream all the time.
I love his stream. He'll literally like cut to like an advertisement with him like,
don't gamble, you lose all your fucking money, it'll ruin your fucking life. I'm an addict. I'm like,
but you know the worst part of that though?
What?
You see where he is.
I mean, yeah, but like,
so it's like, if I'm somebody who is watching him and I'm not necessarily the strongest of will, and this nigga who is in this beautiful ass spot, winning or going up and down, he's saying, don't do this because it's gonna be bad. I'm like, man, fuck you, bro. Like,
but like at the same time on the screen, you see this nigga down. Like, I get that, but
then I'll be like, I'm telling you, as a gambler, right? I see that and it's like, well, I'm a hit. Like, fuck what he.
This nigga down $5 million, bro.
I will be up $5 million. I don't care what he's
crazy.
Just not hitting the right side of the button. I got it right now.
Nah, bro.
That's a real thing.
Like, I mean, I guess, but like, I don't know. I feel like too many other people. That's the case. I feel like too many people on the internet have this main character syndrome, bro. Like, I regret to inform you, you're not like that. You're not that nigga, bro.
No, that's life. I'll be at the casino, right? And actually, I'll tell you a story when I was at the casino. This person was sitting at a slot, and typically it's supposed to be once you pay the slot a certain amount of money, by law, the slot has to pay a certain percentage back. This dude was feeding hundreds at a time, bro. Like, I looked over at his balance, and he was sitting at like damn near 20K in a slot, in a penny slot, which is crazy. He didn't hit once for 30 minutes. Me and my girl just sitting here like, when he get up, I'm getting over there, boy. Like, there a hit somewhere. So I say that to say, like, he gambled and lost all that. I'm sitting here like, shit, well, I'm a hit because he did all of that.
I mean,
and we didn't hit for nothing. I might have hit for like 100 or something. But in my head, I was like, he fed that shit almost 20,000. There needs to be a jackpot somewhere, bro.
Bro, I don't know. That's like a combination of sunken cost fallacy and also like I just don't know, bro. Like maybe my brain just don't work like that. I don't know. That does not make sense to me. It seems so irrational.
It's so funny because that's how gambling is. Like there's no in between. There's very few people who are in between gambling. It's either like you're for it or you don't understand the shit.
I mean, I will say because I'm not against gambling. Like if you want to do it, sure. It's just and personally, like the reason I don't gamble with money is because I know like I'll have the tendency to like if I get too into that shit, it's over. I'll ruin my fucking life. Like I know because I'll play poker with my friends sometimes, and there's a point in the night where I get to that fucking we ball type shit, and I'm like, nigga, I'll have a 7 and a 2 different suits. I'm like. Nah, but I could win this hand.
Watch me work this motherfucker.
Right. These niggas not ready for this.
Let me put the sunnies on.
Right? These niggas don't know about me, bro. I'm built different with it.
Nah, but I mean, to round back to Twitch banning gambling, I think it's stupid. Like, I mean, there's not much to say. Like, their lines of what they want to go with and what they don't is it just teeters too much. Like, you either make a hard mark in the sand at everything, or you just allow. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to word it. I thought it was stupid.
I mean, yeah, they're definitely having problems managing their platform. I know people have been against gambling on the site for a long time. I think that's honestly just because it's easy to be against gambling. It will get clicks. It'll get views if you're on the high horse. You have the moral high ground or whatever the fuck. But
let's talk about how Twitch is a bad platform to grow on in the first place. That's number one. Like that's an issue deeply embedded in Twitch's like infrastructure to where I've been against Twitch for a minute. Like I stream exclusively on YouTube, even though I reached affiliate on Twitch, but there's no real there is no algorithm that pushes your content up higher than other people. It's really kind of just word of mouth and getting people to click on your stream because this one streamer either rated you or whatever the fuck, which is cool, but like there's nothing algorithmically. I smoked before I came here.
That's crazy. My business.
That pushes your content up, and I don't know. That's like a deeper problem with it. So they just need to focus on so much other shit besides people gambling.
Yeah, I don't think they do a good job of moderating their platform overall.
Algorithmically. Looking at
that's crazy. Nigga was still stuck.
I was saying that shit in my head the whole time, bro. Go ahead.
But yeah, no, I don't think Twitch does a great job of moderating their platform as a whole. I think they're just too. Sometimes I feel like also like the management is way out of touch with like what's going on. They also had that, and they just have too many scandals, bro. Like they had that shit with like fucking the DMCA shit. Where like people's channels were just gonna get fucking deleted. Because like there were a few streamers that I watched where they were even talking about it. Like I don't know if you watch Foozly, but she's like a streamer for 100 Thieves. And she was even talking about like she was like, yeah, I was talking to like my partner managers. They were kind of just like, yeah, you kind of just gotta delete all your clips. We don't know like which ones they're gonna strike or when, and like you already have 2 strikes on your channel. She was even saying part of the reason she moved to YouTube is because if she got one more strike on her Twitch channel, it was just gone. Like there's nothing else. And she already deleted all of her clips from like years of fucking streaming. So I'm like, they just don't do a great job of moderating the platform.
Yeah, that speaks to their content management right there, because you want to say like all that work is just now gone to the
because they didn't handle
their shit.
YouTube fixed that shit a while ago, which they had that apocalypse and all that shit, and like, but they came to an agreement, and YouTube will take your shit down quick. But I mean, I personally would rather them take your shit down quick for music than it come in the back end like that, where you built up this audience, where you've done all this shit, and now it's just automatically like you're fucked. Like they even have, I believe they have a thing where like when you're uploading it, they'll check. Yeah, even when you're uploading the video, they do checks, and if it sees that like you have this amount of music, it'll let you know before you upload it, so you're not at the risk. But Twitch is just kind of like they mute the VODs or some shit sometimes. But other than that, like you might just wake up and see your account gone. Like it'll just be fucked. Like it doesn't matter how hard you work for that shit.
And it sucks as like a viewer, and if you go on somebody's channel to try to watch their old stream, and then you just see a whole like you see their timeline and it's just a big section of red.
Yeah, it's just like
that. Well, that discourages somebody from watching it anyway. Whereas, like you said in YouTube, like they'll mute it. There's actually a option that's in beta to where you can splice out whatever parts has the copyrighted music, or you can just mute that sound. It'll like there's like an algorithm or like a program or whatever that'll go in and just mute the music, but you can retain all the other sound, which I thought was cool. But yeah, YouTube just has a lot more content creator friendly like things within their app that is good for the creator. Whereas Twitch is kind of like we're just gonna fuck everybody over. Like it's every man for himself over there, bro.
They're banking on the fact that they control the majority of the stake in the space right now in live streaming.
Yeah, but they're stupid because they got Google. Like
I mean, yeah,
like
but I mean,
YouTube.
Twitch has Amazon, and speaking of Amazon, they were Twitch was saying that they also released after the gambling thing the day before. Which I think the reason they banned gambling is because they want a good PR. Mm-hmm. Because literally the next day they announced that they were going from a 70-30 split for Twitch partners to a 50-50 split, rev split. So, which I mean, a lot of the Twitch partners were fucking upset about. Because I mean, even YouTube does 70-30 on streaming. I don't know about Facebook, but who the fuck streams on Facebook these days anyway?
Nobody. If you do, why?
And the biggest thing is since Twitch is so top heavy. Like, majority of the viewership on Twitch, I think there's some stat, like, the top 1%, like, 99% of Twitch viewership is, like, the top 1% of Twitch streamers.
Twitch is America.
Yeah. And, like,
literally.
And I think the 1% is some crazy stat, like, if you have, like, over 50 viewers, like, you're the top 1% of fucking Twitch streamers. So, which shows you, one, just how many people are streaming on Twitch with how fucking bloated it is, and two, just how crazy top heavy it is. But with that, you're fucking over your main source of income, your name, because if YouTube is paying out, if YouTube and multiple creators and streamers have said that like YouTube is paying big money for people to switch, if YouTube is paying that money, and the only thing that really the only thing that Twitch has over YouTube, I feel like personally in terms of streaming right now, is Twitch has a better chat. YouTube chat kind of just moves too fast, and it's not that emotes and shit like that aren't on the same level. But even like I don't know if you're familiar with Ludwig, but he's produced a extension that kind of gives the YouTube chat the feel of Twitch chat. Mm-hmm. So like even people are, and I mean he was signed over to YouTube, like YouTube signed him, so he's in talks with like Susan. He had like Susan Wojcicki on his podcast and shit. So I'm sure it's something that they're aware of, something that they're working on. Mm-hmm. So even once they get that shit down, like Twitch is in fucking trouble, man. Like,
yeah, I would say Twitch isn't going anywhere because they, of course, have the Amazon back and they have a bunch of expendable capital to make their platform whatever they need to make it. But as a content creator's point of view, to have your short form content as well as your streams all in one centralized location, like because a lot of streamers that I watch will use Courage, Jack Dunlop, we'll use him, or Pokemon, any one of them. If they stream and then you want somebody to watch the rest of your content and they see like you have a vlog or you might have a gaming cutcom or you might have this and that and it's all in one location, or you just have like a tab of channels where you have like your streams and then your vlogs and like it's all in one place. So I see that. And YouTube has so much money to give to these creators. Like they want to grow this YouTube gaming platform that they've been bumping for like the past 5+ years, maybe even 10 years at this point, that they've been really trying to push. So I see YouTube streaming being like a huge platform in the next 5 years for like the bigger creators.
I definitely think a lot of people are going to move over from Twitch to YouTube because the whole reason that they said they're doing the 50-50 web split now is because their AWS servers are too expensive, but you're owned by Amazon. Mm-hmm. So you're expecting me, so like they did this calculation in their statement or whatever the fuck, but you're expecting me to believe that you, a company owned by Amazon, is not getting a better rate on your Amazon web service?
Dumb.
And because of that, you're taking money from the larger creators who are the majority of your platform. Because the 50-50 rev split was already what it was for Twitch affiliates.
Yeah.
It's just the Twitch partners are now losing a lot of money. And so you're making them lose a lot of their income, which, I mean, like, people will say people are greedy or whatever the fuck, but at the end of the day, like, you're doing almost like a 30% decrease to their revenue that they're expecting yearly. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And for you to just say, like, yeah, 3 months, your wallet's gonna be looking a lot different. Like, you don't know what they've, whether it's just their house, their car, whatever the fuck it is. Like, I mean, yes, they're lucky to have that, but at the same time, like, they have plans of motion. They're expecting that money to continue to come in. So you just fuck that up is kind of weird. And with that, on top of fucking, like, that's in the same week that YouTube announced that they're monetizing shorts now.
Yep.
And they're the only company that's monetizing shorts, like, based on views, I believe. Because if I understand it correctly, TikTok and Instagram Reels, they're monetizing it based, they have like a creator fund, and then your percentage of views from that creator fund determines how much you get it, which I think
TikTok's is horrible from what I've heard. It was like god awful.
Especially with how many fucking people are on TikTok. But with the YouTube one, it's based on the ads that people are seeing, so you'll get a percentage of that. I think you get 45% of the revenue generated from the ads watched around your content, which, I mean, is, some people will look at it as bad, but I mean, like, considering what other companies are paying, I think it's pretty decent.
Yeah, I think it's good, especially since they're really starting to, you know, push these YouTube shorts now. You know, I think they're more so just testing the waters with everything and trying to gain more analytics on short form content like that and how it relates to their platform and how they want to do everything. Because I still think I can easily see it growing. Like, as somebody who's trying to post shorts more on my channel, it definitely works. Like, if a short does really good, I can get like between 5 and 10 subscribers from one short. But at the same time, the algorithm is kind of bad to where, like, I'll delete my short and then post it like an hour later because the first hour it did 2 views, the next hour it does 1,000, and it's just kind of inconsistent in that sense. But I think the last thing I'll say is, if you're a new creator, I highly advise you get off of Twitch. Go straight to YouTube, stream on there, and chop your streams into short form content if you have that time. But Twitch is literally, it's so top heavy, like you said, to where these creators that are complaining about the funds and the revenue, it's because they are able to put so many hours, like, these streamers put so many hours on stream, 8 plus, 12 plus hours, to where, like, once they're not seeing that return anymore, like, that's a drastic change. Like, that's a drastic change. So,
and even still, like, with that, and that, I think they're also, Twitch is becoming more aggressive with their contracts in terms of commercials. So they're forcing those bigger streamers to run ad breaks, like, crazy amounts. So Twitch is, which, I mean, I feel like people have known for a while that Twitch is not profitable. They're kind of bleeding out, and people were hoping that the Amazon purchase was going to help with that, but it just seems like they're making all the fucking wrong moves with that. And they took all that good PR and just fucking tossed it immediately with that shit.
At every turn they've been doing that. But
yes.
I don't know, but I mean, as far as I guess more streaming news, we got Nadia, the infamous female Warzone streamer who has been under accusations for I don't know how long. I feel like we talked about her before on the podcast, or I'm just getting crazy deja vu right now. You tell me, have we talked about Nadia on the pod?
We might have mentioned it briefly, but I don't remember things super in depth because I don't really know much about her, to be honest.
Damn, that's crazy. Or maybe I just saw this shit happening. But anyway, Nadia, she streams Warzone, and people say that she hacks because when she's aiming in, she'll sometimes lock on to another person. I don't think she hacks. I definitely believe that she uses VPNs to get bad lobbies, and the fact of the matter is a lot of streamers do that. Not the top of the top, because they'll identify that immediately. But people who are on like a mid-tier, like an upper mid-tier level, they all use VPNs. It's a fact. Like, you can't deny it because that's the best way to grow. You're not cheating. You're just exploiting worse players. And to that, I can't really hate, because if I knew how to do this shit, I'd do it too. And I stream, and I look like a guy. And I wouldn't care what y'all
that nigga wasn't the CCO, bro. Better watch out. Like,
I would not care. So I think it's stupid. I think the biggest issue behind it is she's a female. Point blank, period. And there's a bunch of weirdos online who see a female doing good and they just can't live with that. Like, it just don't sit right in their chest.
They're mad, bro.
They just care so much, bro. They care so much.
You can't have women invading my gaming space, man. Bro, what am I supposed to do? Now where do I go?
But
yeah.
Yeah, she went to the COD Next event for Modern Warfare 2 and played horribly. We'll call a spade a spade. She played
was
terribly.
definitely getting shit on a little bit.
It was bad. She's over here like the enemy's up here. She's doing this.
Bro,
like,
she was looking like me on the controller. I was like, that's crazy, bro. Like,
and there's like clips of her playing, and the camera crew or the camera guy walks back, and she's like, like, can you get from behind me?
Like, go somewhere, nigga. Like, damn.
I think it was just nerves.
Struggling. Help me, nigga.
Help me, nigga. Yeah, she was going through it, bro. But and then she went back home, got back on Warzone, and started destroying people again. It's like, are you serious?
I mean,
like,
well, also
who cares? Like,
with that, bro. Like, I mean, I even feel like even if she wasn't VPNing, say she's just like at a little bit of a lower level, then because a lot of the people that they got at fucking COD Next were like,
bro,
they're pros.
High-tier content creators.
They're the pros, previous pros, coaches. Like, these niggas playing the fucking game, bro. So of course she gonna get. If it is only them playing, of course she's going to get shit on, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
What the fuck do you expect? And it's also the game just fucking came out, bro.
And people say it feels the same. That game does not feel like Modern Warfare 2019. It does, like, aesthetically, yeah, it looks like it. Some of the guns kind of move like the other ones, but if you play Warzone, which is that same Modern Warfare engine, it does not feel like this game. It's just a fact. It might look like it a little bit, but that's it. So you can't slide cancel, and that's all she does. The little jump slide cancel shit. She can't do that no more. And she was nervous as shit. You can see it. It was like her body language showed nervousness. And
I mean, yeah, and like she was she was one of the few women there, and I mean, which is kind of just the nature of the gaming scene, COD scene. But yeah, she's one of the few women there. People are constantly shitting on her unfairly. Personally, I think.
Yeah.
So it's just like, of course you're gonna be nervous. It's a brand new game. Like, bro, chill out. Like, are y'all gonna go? I want to all the niggas that was talking shit about her. I want to see them
I guarantee
on the
you
COD
they all
next
got
stage,
shit
bro.
on, bro.
I want to see y'all play against Crowder, Zuma, Courage, Crim.
Swag.
I want y'all to see play against all of them, bro.
Play a whole freaking nuke squad, like.
Right.
Oh my god, that had me so tight because like, I really hate when the internet gives attention to things that doesn't need attention, and that's just the nature of social media, right? But there's millions upon millions of streamers. Why are y'all, like, you can just leave her stream. If you're mad that she made it, like, you can make it too because there's a wide, it's open season for anybody. It's the fucking internet. there's no limit on the internet.
A different mentality, bro. It's like we were talking about last time. Like, some people are just haters, bro. Like, some people will see a nigga striving or, like, getting his shit and be like, nah, I'm gonna take that nigga down instead of getting my own shit. Like,
and all they do is boost her up. So like, I love the fact that she bats an eye at it, and she might throw little nuggets out there. Like, she had a quote unquote viral tweet showing that she got banned from Warzone, and she really didn't. But she threw the tweet up, and it was just that picture of "you have been banned," and everybody in the comments like, "That's what you get. You deserve this." She didn't. She was streaming still. Like,
Yo,
look goofy, bro. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just crazy. But shout out Nadia. I fuck with her just because men are weird, bro. They're just gonna. I bet you well, I won't go that far. Actually, no, I'll say it. I bet you she had her like cleavage out and shit. Dudes will flock to her and want to see her do good and all that stuff. But because she's like just a normal.
I mean, I feel like if she did that, she'd get she's a whore. She can't really play the game. Blah blah blah.
She might get
go
that
and watch
too.
her for tits. Blah blah blah. It's just hard. It's unfortunately just difficult for women in the gaming space in general because a lot of the game, like it or not, unfortunately, the gaming space attracts a lot of niggas who are not socialized.
They're all misogynistic.
Yeah,
they don't know anything else.
They don't know like. So they just don't know how to act. A lot of these people don't really interact with other people, much less women, in their daily lives. Much less attractive women in their daily lives. So it's just like
they see 20 likes on their tweet. 2 of them are females. Are like, I'm in there now. Right. Like, yeah, I'm him. It's like, I promise.
Look at me, bro.
You're really not, bro. You hit send tweet. Like, use a bitch. It's that simple.
So yeah, no, it's just weird, bro. Like I would never get that. Being behind the guys of the internet or like not showing your face gives you like license to just say whatever the fuck you want. Like,
yeah. It's stupid.
I don't know. I think I mentioned this before, but like I think low key we should have it the way it is in fucking South Korea, where like your shit is attached to your social security number, bro. So if you wildin', like, just know
that would be crazy. Yo,
somebody can fucking find you, bro.
Fuck, if that was the case, bro.
Bro, come in the N-word in my car game one more time, bro. Alright.
Matter of fact, I wish they do something for like a beta. Like, let's just see who gets locked up.
Right.
Oh my god.
It's about a wild shit I heard.
Oh, it's bad.
Actually, maybe don't do that, because if they pull up my League of Legends leagues, I might be in jail too.
If they just had my chat audio,
logs, yes.
Oh yeah.
No, the worst part is my shit is a text, so it's you can't. It's strong, bro.
No, I didn't say this. It was my voice was slurred. You know. No, you said a slur, bitch.
Now my verse was slurred. I'm gonna be like, see what happened was I walked away from my computer in the middle of the league game and came back, and it was just this wild shit on there. Like someone put a keylogger on my computer, and you ever heard of TeamViewer? It's like that. Bro, I got all the excuses in the fucking book.
Nah, that'd be funny. But yeah, that Nadia situation is crazy because I understand hate on social media. I mean, anybody who's garnered any sort of social media following has seen hate, and because she's a woman, she's gonna see so much more because, like we said, there's a lot of misogynists in the scene and just gaming in general.
Which is so fucking.
And it's like, why can't y'all just like not care? Like I saw, sort of quickly kind of tie things together. I saw when Assassin's Creed Mirage was announced. They had a second game called Codename Red. They haven't released too much information, the Japanese one. And they're thinking that the assassin that was on the little logo was a woman. And all the comments were like, y'all just don't listen, do y'all? Like, I'm like, to me, I love women characters more because the game developers typically make them stealthier and just like a lot slicker. And the way they speak is like, it's just like the voice actors are better, voice actresses are better. It's like, why are y'all mad? Like,
you know what's crazy? The same niggas posting that were probably the same niggas who always in RPG games make a female character.
Well, yes, exactly.
Right? So just looking at her ass the whole time.
Got the camera, you put the camera up, just doing this the whole time. Like, you weird.
Bro, nigga, you posted that in between fucking Genshin rolls trying to get your waifu, bro. Like, I'm not trying to hear it, man.
Like, oh my gosh. It's just, I don't know. If you are a woman watching this, just know, I mean, who are we? But we do support you. Like, it sucks that y'all are in this, have to navigate y'all's way through this toxic ass scene because it's like, it's so unnecessary. And it's gaming. Like, you load into a game, you are a fucking fictional character, bro.
Bro, and my biggest thing is like, niggas will take this shit, like, at the end of the day, unless you are playing competitively, and like in either some sort of official, unofficial tournament circuit or getting paid for it, like at the end of the day, you're supposed to be having fucking fun. So like, why are y'all taking this shit this fucking seriously, bro? Like, niggas will take this shit this seriously and be ass, bro. I'm like, terrible, you're fucking doo-doo, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? There's no way you this mad over the fucking game and your dick on the ground garbage, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking? Where do you even get off? Who are you calling dog shit, bro? Where are you? Like, I used to play League, back when I played League in the back. Niggas would talk shit to me. I'd pull up their fucking game history. It's just lost. The whole shit is red, bro. Fucking 0-26 last game. I'm like, bro, ain't no way you talking shit to me.
The nigga just upset at life, bro.
Right,
nigga like, got off his long ass
clearly
work
gaming ain't for you, bro. Do some other shit.
Nigga got off work, just got broken up where he's like, you know what, I'm gonna log on. I'm about to shit on these niggas. Then they get shit on in the game. It's like, well, you know, I'm almost that shit.
Oh shit. Not the gamer speak coming out.
Let me calm down. Calm down. But yeah.
I don't know. Shit is weird.
The shit is weird, man. So, I don't know. But, what else we got?
I will say, though, the last thing I want to say. Yeah. I just don't understand, like, even with, like, when we were talking about Twitch and rolling it back to that, talking about Twitch, when there was, like, a hot tub meta and shit like that, like, I don't get... which that is crazy to say. You know what's the craziest part? They have a hot tub category on Twitch.
Hot tub meta is hilarious.
I mean, yeah, because there's different Twitch metas, but like, man, I know like Amaranth got a whole bunch of shit for that or whatever, but at the same time, like y'all niggas would be so mad calling people whores and shit, like sellout sluts, all these slurs and shit, but then pay for their content, watch their videos, and like you know,
Support
to them.
it.
I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
so like, what is you talk? Like, if it is really like hurting you in your soul, if you are really so fucking mad about it, don't interact with it, don't support it. But you fucking yelling about it on Twitter, you sitting here calling her a slut in the Twitch chat, but it says they pull up your logs. You've been watching for 24 hours, bro.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is you on? Like,
Fucking, you got notifications on
right.
just to hate.
Clearly, you ain't that mad about it.
You're the first one in the stream, which is crazy. Being the first one in somebody's stream with like 1,000 viewers is crazy.
Nigga got a founder badge talking about whore. Like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you doing?
It's like, damn.
Nah, nigga had the tab open, bro. He already had it open just in the back, just pinned.
And he
started hearing the intro music. He like, I better switch to that.
You got an auto refresher extension. You heard that going live sound. He's like, ooh, whore. Yes. Just gonna fuck her up right here.
Today. She'll stop this shit eventually, like.
Which is like, I know like people like her probably like, granted that does have to take a toll onto your mental health to an extent, but when you really break it down to the level that we just did, like, it's funny to think about because it's like, y'all niggas are weird, bro.
Bro, you're strange,
Y'all
bro.
are so
like,
weird.
Niggas, which again, it just goes back to not being socialized, bro. Like, I don't know, like, even, there are some people who would call me, like, anti or whatever the fuck, but I don't know. Like, even I could hold a fucking conversation, though, nigga. Like, it just, certain things about, like, why don't y'all niggas know how to act? Like, even in high school, like, I was on the game, like, a good bit, but, like, bro, like, you don't ever go outside? You don't ever talk to people? Like,
they just don't.
Niggas still mad about the bitch that rejected them in high school and taking it down on fucking streamer number 3. I'm like, bro, like, it's okay.
It's okay, bro.
And, like, honestly, if you look back, you deserve to get rejected, bro. Like, you was probably dusty.
You're weird. Dusty and crusty.
Right. And you don't know how to fucking act. Shit like this is probably why you got fucking rejected. You don't know how to act, nigga. Like,
It's so infuriating.
work, instead of being so, like, I wish sometimes people took all that energy they have hating on niggas and took that energy and, like, invested in themselves. You know how much better your life experience would be if you took all that time you spend in being angry and mad at niggas and, like, worked on your fucking self, bro? Or, like, literally get a fucking hobby, nigga. Like,
not even that. I'll never, then we can leave this topic, but what I'll never understand, because I hate a lot of shit on social media, especially like some people, even people I follow, I'll keep it a bean because it might be you.
That's crazy.
I see
Nigga
some
throwing
stuff
shots.
and I'm like, what are you saying? Like, I'll hate on it in my head, and there's nothing in me that's like, let me type this long tweet out. Oh, they gonna feel this one. Yep, this one gonna fuck them up. Hit send. Let me wait. God, they ain't read. Oh, 1 like. Oh, 5 likes. Like, that shit is weird, bro. It's like, if you gonna hate, you can keep the shit to yourself.
You can hate. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of shit I hate. There's a lot of shit I don't fuck. I see. There's a lot of shit I see, and it just pisses me. I just be like, bro, this is the dumbest shit ever.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I just think that shit and fucking go on with my day. Like that dwelling on it. My favorite fucking insult recently has been just, bro, just cope and seethe. Just sit there and be angry. Seethe, nigga. Like,
bro.
Holy shit. I just don't get it. But it's literally like a different breed, and I feel like it's just running. Maybe it's because of the internet and the nature of the internet. Like, it's a loud majority, but like, I just feel like it's running rampant these days. It's just, bro,
yeah,
like,
it's ridiculous.
No, but you gotta act like whatever, bro.
Whatever. But
I mean, hopefully niggas figure it out one day or some shit, cause
it'll just get worse. Cause niggas gonna be in the metaverse talking about you's a bitch.
Right.
Hey, come join my verse, bro. Like, let's squabble. Niggas in their house doing this.
That's great.
Really fighting.
That fucking niggas won't come on the street. Niggas don't want to fight no more. Bring your ass to the street.
Nigga talking about his fucking headset died. You's a bitch.
Right. Like, nah, bro. Run my ones in real life.
Yeah. So it's just, I feel like it's just gonna get worse. But as you know, the last generation of people who socialize with people not on social media, it's gonna be funny to kind of look at these what will be grown men in the metaverse and shit arguing.
Bro,
they all sitting in a virtual world, like, watching Nadia and shit.
Bro, some of these grown men, if you had to, like, I'm like, bro, I see 5-year-olds have more coherent arguments than some of these niggas, bro. Like, ain't no way.
It's terrible, man.
He's just sitting there hating on you. Imagine niggas got their own verse. It's just like a movie theater. A nigga's just arms folded.
Yo, having your arms crossed in the metaverse is crazy, bro. Because how you have to be, you got to be holding the controllers like this, bro. You look stupid as hell.
Your mom open your door.
What are you doing?
Nigga, nah, cause you know, nigga ain't seen the light in I don't know how long, bro.
Nigga.
So his eyes burning. Yo, so what?
I gotta let my shit adjust. Hold on.
What'd you say?
Nigga in the dark, like, bro.
Holy
Yeah, these internet people are weird, bro. They're weird.
Activity,
That might be.
bro.
I don't know what the title is gonna be, but it's gonna have to be something behind y'all internet people that are weird. Not our viewers, obviously. Our viewers are cool because we on that level, but y'all know who we're talking about too.
Bro, listen, like, I'm sure everybody knows a nigga who's like, oh, like you really don't go outside type shit. Like that's crazy. Like you live this internet life and not in a good way.
Yeah, it's weird. It's definitely weird.
Yeah, but I mean, that is one thing. Also, I'll say that like when I have kids, like I definitely want them to. I will make sure that they are socialized. Mm-hmm. Like you go, even if it's only you interacting with my friends' kids, like you are going to have to interact with other people. Like this shit is not. I'm not gonna let you be one of these internet weirdos, bro. Like I don't know what I'd do with myself, bro.
Yeah,
if I figured out
homeschooling, I ain't doing none of that.
I mean,
like,
I can get behind homeschooling.
I can't. You going to public school unless the school situation gets worse by the time I have kids.
Yeah, I feel like the school situation. I feel like honestly, public schools are going downhill.
Go get bullied, and then go bully, because it's a part of the experience.
It is a part of the experience. Honestly,
I got bullied and I've bullied. I've been on both ends of the spectrum.
I didn't bully per se. I definitely got bullied, but like
it depends on what you do. Bully has taken.
Yeah, because
like,
I mean, a lot of people have taken it like some. Like I got bullied, like I got beat, nigga. Like somebody fought me and I ain't know how to fight type shit.
Yeah, like.
But now niggas would be like, I said fuck you on Twitter, that's bullying. And I'm kind of like, bro, like.
That's just talking.
Bro,
oh, that's not bullying.
the cyberbullying tip, like, I don't understand the cyberbullying tip, like in like middle school, bro, or like high school, like. Most of y'all niggas, y'all all following each other type shit. It's not like
y'all got each other every
so I'm like,
bro.
This bitch like fuck you. All right, fuck you too. Like the fuck, like.
I'm gonna see you in second period.
All right, I'm gonna see you in second period. And I'm gonna beat your ass.
Like I don't know, bro. Like,
nah, but this
is weird.
I mean, I don't know.
I feel like we cover this every pod, but I feel like it's a good conversation because so much stuff that we talk about relates back to the fact that
shit. And yeah, y'all just don't know how. Y'all aren't socialized and don't know how to fucking act, bro. Like. I don't know what it was. I don't know if you just was in the corner in the lunchroom or some shit, or like, bro, like, I don't know what the fuck it. I don't know what part of the socialization during like school you missed, or like, cause I even know homeschool. I know niggas who are homeschooled who are more adjusted than some of these internet niggas.
And I know quote unquote weirdos from school, not weirdos, but weirdos from school who are like be in their own little corner, and they're still not social media weirdos because they're still to themselves. Like they're like the real introverts, not the ones who are, I'm introverted, but I'm going to get online and say a literal everything. Like, it's like, the fuck?
Right, I'm like, I'm introverted, and you'll see I tweet every, like, 3 months, nigga. You're not seeing shit from me.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was the hardest thing to even for me to start tweeting. I'm like, bro, I don't really feel like I need to put my thoughts out there like that. Like, for the longest time, it took me a minute to be like, yo, why y'all feel like the need to broadcast your opinion to everybody, like, all the time? Like, do you care that much? Also, do you think other people really care? Like, I mean, I don't know. I think it's interesting now. I kind of got it, but like, still, most of the time I don't be like. Most of the time, I'll just do like shit that's just stuck in my head, like lyrics that are stuck in my head a lot.
Oh, I used to do that so much back in the day. Like, if I heard a fire lyric, it's getting tweeted out immedially, just for my sake. Right, this shit was hard.
I just need other niggas to know that niggas is out here spitting. That's really why I be tweeting that shit. Like, just so y'all know, there's some wild shit going on out here.
But I don't know. I don't understand it. Even if, I guess like the last thing we can cover is like the whole Modern Warfare 2 beta, right? And the area of social media that's either shitting on the game or praising the game, but it's these people who aren't giving valid criticism. So to go back to your point about like you don't matter, it's these people who are saying like your game's trash, your game's this. It's like, first off, nobody cares about your opinion because you're a nobody. Like on Twitter, like I'm a nobody too. I'm not gonna get on Twitter like, man, the Modern Warfare 2 beta sucks.
Right.
Okay,
like,
now what?
Who cares? Nigga, like, okay, go on. Don't buy the game.
Like
then.
that.
No, the
like,
funniest
bro,
part is
what?
fucking Modern Warfare 2 ass. Nigga already pre-ordered it. Nigga pre-ordered it to get in the beta. So like, bro, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?
Ain't gonna be there day one. Like this shit's still trash.
This shit garbage though. Like y'all really ain't know how to program this shit, bro. Nigga ain't seen a line of code in his life talking about y'all can't program shit for real, bro. Like
y'all developers suck. Do you know what a developer is, bro? Do you know how stressful that shit is?
Oh, nigga can't even code an HTML page talking about
Can't even do hello world, bitch. Fuck right, bro.
Nigga looked at the Python lesson 1 and was like, fuck bro, I can't. Like
the easiest language. You can't do parentheses, quote hello world, semicolon. Use a bitch, bro.
Holy shit.
But yeah, about the beta, like I personally enjoy the beta, but this isn't even to review the beta because it's a beta. Like I'm not about to give.
That's
my
the biggest thing, bro. Like niggas were getting so mad, so bent out of shape. And to tangent real quick, this is why I was also mad about the fucking GTA 6 shit. Niggas was mad about it. I'm like, bro, this is not even a beta, nigga. Like it's fucking leaked.
No, fuck the Modern Warfare 2 beta. We're talking about that. That shit had me high,
bro. There is no way you were getting GTA 6 is gonna be ass after we waited this long. It's. You know there's a reason they didn't release. This is not a trailer, bro.
Was that even a pre-alpha?
No.
I feel like that was like something.
It's literally like proof of concept type shit. It was leaked for a reason, nigga. Like, which they caught that nigga, which is crazy.
Got his ass the fuck up.
And the funniest tweets from that whole shit to me were like, when they find the nigga who leaked GTA 6 right now, or when they find this GTA 6 leaker, it's over, bro. And I mean, they arrested that nigga, but I just don't. First of all, I know we back on this fucking internet nigga shit, but niggas will like pump their chest out and act like they really know some shit about something when they have no frame of reference, haven't done anything to engage with it like in a meaningful level, like the back end. Like y'all know nothing about game design, development, programming, 3D modeling, texturing, any of that shit. Fucking physics engines. Y'all know nothing about any of that shit. You fucking UX design, nigga. You couldn't even design a fucking settings menu, nigga. You over here talking about the GTA 6 beta is fucking garbage, nigga. Like, and again, it's not even a beta, it's a leak. Like, why are y'all mad, bro? What are you talking about?
This is not playable, like.
Of course. Like, it's not meant for you to fucking play it, nigga.
It's not meant for you to see. We're not even supposed to see it.
Right.
But that's kind of like a separate conversation to which Rockstar is really good with leaking their shit. Because they arrested him, that's how I knew that it was actually an accident, because I was like...
When I saw the footage, I was like, this is not... this is definitely a leak.
Yeah, it's a leak. Well, I was kind of like, I don't know, because it was on their anniversary day. And Rockstar does slick leaks every now and then. But obviously they didn't mean for that to come out. But to have an opinion on that at all is crazy. I was just happy that it's something.
Yeah, it's confirmed we actually getting GTA 6.
Like, y'all want to shit on the fact that we're not getting anything about GTA 6. Then y'all get a leak. And now all y'all want to do is shit on the leak. It's like, bro, what do y'all want?
Niggas
fuck around, Rockstar gonna be like, you know what? I'll just pull the plug.
Right.
Y'all ain't getting shit.
We is not dropping this game no more, because y'all niggas don't know how to fucking act. Like...
If these companies was a black mama, bro,
oh man, bro,
we would be
over.
I'm gonna turn this whole picture around.
You said, what about the beta? All right, watch it all come out.
Why don't you turn this shit to an alpha real quick?
Right. Nigga said, oh, Modern Warfare 2 is ass? All right, you know what's even more ass? Not playing the game. Fuck you, nigga.
I'll enjoy Warzone for 4 more years,
right.
Bitch.
Go back to Vanguard, fuck nigga. Like...
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
But I thought the leak was cool. It was, as you don't really need to be a developer, but as somebody who's into technology, seeing that kind of like the game design, like the ins and outs of how they're doing how a game is made to that level, like that's the creme de la creme of gaming. Yeah. So kind of like see something stripped down on such a big title was. To me, I thought it was cool because
it was interesting. Like I always love. Like I watch. There's so many games where I've like watched the devlogs and shit like that. I love watching like indie developers, like their mindset behind game development and shit like that. And so like I feel like when you really engage with the community, or are interested in how games work, like on a fundamental level, you see shit like that, and you're like, it's dope. But when you just want to be fucking angry about shit on the internet, like, of course you're gonna find anything. And that's what I really think it boils down to. I think niggas are just like angry about their life in general. Like shit's not going the way they want. So they just take that anger and put it anything they fucking see, it gets their crosshairs. Is just shit on this, shit on this, shit on this. It's like,
and the game, like, in all honesty, didn't look bad for the state that is in with pre alpha, whatever the fuck. But I was like, dang, this is what it looks like in that stage. Because like you said, I'll see like these indie developers or just other games in general at that same state. The game is just like you're in like, you know, the grayscale arena with just like the models interacting with each other. But that's like a fully fleshed out world to an extent with like levels and, you know, it had volumetric lighting in the pre alpha. Like they had smoke effects that actually made sense and shit. I'm like, this is dope. Then I look and people are mad that first that the character's a girl, which we could go back to what we just talked about, but there's no need. But you're mad at that fact. Like, why does it matter? You can still go do the same shit as a man. You go around and shoot people. And y'all weirdos gonna do weird shit with the female character anyway, but that's another conversation. It's like,
niggas gonna be mad on the internet and then boot the game up by themselves at fucking 2 a.m. at night being a weirdo. So.
Trying to get a prostitute.
Right. No. All right, bro.
Like, bruh, I don't. At the end of the day, bro, I don't know. I think whenever GTA 6 drops, they gonna have my money. And I hope we get another leak like that because I want to see the progress. Like that's always interesting to me. So.
Yeah, the games like that, single player games especially like that, where it doesn't make as much sense to do like a beta type shit. I definitely enjoy seeing that. Like I said, the process, whether it's just even, this is another thing that I get pissed off about. Where like, so there's this game that I've been looking forward to. It's like Cyber Bomb Funks. It's some shit, but it's basically kind of like imagine like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, but like more cartoonish, and like also like, have you seen Rocket Power?
Yeah.
Well, kind of like that.
Okay.
It's all the music. The game has very great music and stuff. So it's a remake of Jet Set Radio, like a reboot by Team Reptile. It makes another game I work with, and like it was supposed to come out the end of this year, but it was supposed to come out I think October, but they pushed it back to like the end of this year, beginning of first quarter of next year, and like how mad niggas were on Twitter about that shit, and I'm just like, bro, like I get y'all wanting the game, but y'all were so mad at fucking No Man's Sky, fucking 2077, all these other games that like, which 2077 is kind of a different point. But but honestly, both of those were kind of bad examples. But I can't think of a good example right now. But y'all be so mad that they'll like push games back. Y'all be mad when they come up with a shit product because they didn't push it back. But then also be mad when they push it back. So like,
there's just no winning.
I rather when they're doing the thing where they're like posting more. They're posting like devlogs and shit that they're showing like photos and like gifs and shit from the game and stuff, which is honestly what I want. I just want fucking news on this shit. Like, even if the news is we're pushing it back to make a better product, like I appreciate that. I appreciate you having the foresight to be like, we're not gonna be able to get this to you on time. We want to produce a good product, which shows that, which we talk about a lot, that pride in your work, that work ethic, that you actually care about what you're producing at the end of the day. I'd much rather have that than a fucking 75% game that was a release on the original release
that
date.
They're going to charge you the same price for anyway. All they're saying is, hey, we're trying to help your pockets. So I'm not about to make you spend all this money or any money in general for something that's not done. Like, you're not going to go to a restaurant and get undercooked food and pay $40 for the freaking piece of steak.
You be mad as hell.
You be mad as hell.
You be mad as
if they come out, hey, you know, we got to have to cook this a little bit longer. No, bring that shit out now.
Like, what? Bro, what is you talking about?
You don't get salmonella, bro.
Right, like, bro, chill.
So, like,
you know this chicken raw, like
right. This fish will kill you right
Be a little bit behind schedule, bro. Chill out. Like, sit in your seat, nigga.
It's so stupid. But I think the theme of this episode is there's no winning.
There is no winning, bro.
There's no winning,
Some niggas are just gonna be mad. And that's because because at the end of the day, they choose to be mad. You know how they say that woke up and chose violence? Some niggas just choose to be angry. And they might not be, like, aware that they are making that decision, but on a regular basis, they're deciding to be angry at everything they interact with. Is just
that just takes so much. I don't have the energy for that, bro.
Honestly, I don't. And like we have the joke where I'm the angriest nigga in the office or whatever the fuck. But like, all things considered, like I don't really. Most people have not seen me pissed off often. I don't think you've ever. You might have seen me. Actually, you have seen me a little bit pissed off. But I was also a little bit drunk, so it's different. It's a little bit different because when I'm pissed off and sober, I'm just quiet. I'm just real quiet and angry. But I just don't understand how people like have that energy in them to be, because some people, like I said, some people consider me an angry person, which it's more just I get irritable sometimes, and that's just, but that's the nature of being an introvert. Like when my battery runs out, when my social battery runs out, it's like a switch, bro. Like there's no more. I get real short. I get real like leave me the fuck alone. Like I'm go on somewhere, bro.
Yeah.
But even with that, so I don't understand how even with me being like that, someone can be past that where it's just like I'm literally pissed off, angry all the fucking time. Like that doesn't make any fucking sense. That's not draining to you.
I can't do it. Like I literally can't do it. I don't think. Not even my closest friends have really seen me, really mad. Just because it's like, I don't know. If something makes me really mad, it's gonna be something that's worth me being that. Mm-hmm. It's warranted. It's warranted emotions. But like, there's nothing on the internet that I can just see that's gonna piss me off to the point where I feel like I need to express everything about my being onto this. It's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna just swipe up and swipe off the app.
Right.
There's a lot of times where I go on Twitter and I'm like, that's sad. This is sad. This is crazy. I'm done with this for the day, bro.
You don't know how many times I've opened Twitter and just been like, all right, that was some bullshit. Close it. Just no more of that. I'm cool. Like, and that's what we were talking about that before. But nigga, put your phone down, bro. Like, what is you doing? Like, why you literally put that shit down? What are we talking about right now, man?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you're letting this shit control your life. Honestly, I think fucking phone addiction is worse than a fucking gambling addiction.
We might have to talk about that next part.
That'll be a good fucking dopamine deficient, bro. Like,
yeah, that shit's crazy.
Fucking doom scrolling all day. But
that's crazy. This was a good pod though. I think this was a good episode. Appreciate y'all tuning in as always. If you made it all the way through, hit that comment section for us. Let me know what y'all want to talk about next pod, because we got
topics, bro.
We got
I'm trying to see more comments. Let us know how you've been fucking with the clips too. We've been pumping out the clips lately. Go peep that Joe Budden one. That one's doing numbers right now. But peep the other clips too.
Some light.
Right, just a little bit. We kind of do this podcast shit occasionally, but we coming at you more regularly. And the clips from this podcast will start coming out the next week after this. So be on the lookout for that. Or if you want to show your friends and you don't want to show, maybe don't want to give them a whole podcast, give them this little clip. Be like, yo, look at this niggas. These niggas know how to talk. They know what they talking about type shit. Yeah. Give them that little nugget type shit to reel them in. Also, on all the clips, the fucking full podcast will be in the description, so make sure you peep that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But no, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll catch y'all in the next episode next week. Like, share, subscribe, all that shit. We out.